Hey, everybody. How you doing? We're back here again for another week of Breaking Glass. My name's Kevin Beecher, and with me, I got my good friend,
Josh Mazet.
And we're just going to talk about a few things going on this week with us and basically just keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, and that's really this week's episode. Of course, we're going to be talking about the new movie and stuff, but we just wanted to keep getting out there, putting out content for you guys so you can see what we're up to.
So, yeah, this week we, right off the bat, it's Sunday for us. So we were watching football. I'm a San Francisco fan. They kicked ass, barely, but they won. You can't talk shit. Want to. I know you do.
I have no intent of talking shit. My only shit talking would be is that you watched football and I just hung out and was fucked around on my iPad.
Well, we did, but hey, San Francisco's winning. It's all that matters.
And I still do root for the Niners. I do have a...
They've had a couple rough
football teams go. I do like the Niners a bit. Yeah.
But shout out to San Francisco and fuck the fucking Patriots.
Oh, we better bring that. We better bring that itinerary quick, or he's gonna be making dicks with his mouth. All right.
I know. I love to do that.
Yeah.
Studio. So this week, what have we been doing, man?
You haven't been in the studio this week.
Yeah, I've been helping my dad out doing a little job, and I've been going out there and hanging out a little bit with you.
Yeah, totally.
So we watched The Mandalorian on Disney.
Yep.
What's out so far?
Yeah, the two episodes. Yep. And general take on it. What was your feeling? I think we both were.
I gotta say, it's one of those shows where, man, it's better than the movies. Mm-hmm. Like the movies coming out, I really
the most recent movies. Yeah,
I liked Rogue One. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Solo was decent, but those movies, they drove me nuts.
The last three were not great, and then these new ones that have happened. The
Mandalorian, like I said, I like the story. The story's really kind of cool, and it kind of breaks down about their race and who they are. And then, sure enough, it goes kind of quick. So there's some really good action scenes.
Yeah,
people are dying.
Oh yeah, I like
lots of people are dying.
Totally,
which I thought was probably my favorite part.
Yeah, it's not like just a soft version of reality. Like they're definitely. And then killing
after season 1 or episode 1, Baby Yoda shows up.
Yeah,
that was. I'm not trying to sound like ridiculously like cheesy, but he's adorable. He's
fucking
a cute little
ridiculously
bastard.
cute. I have to admit it. I'm embarrassed to admit how fucking cute that little Yoda is.
It's the episode 2,
and it caught me by surprise. Like we were lucky enough to pretty much watch it within the first few days, so I hadn't caught too many spoilers. I didn't know it was coming, so when they dropped the Baby Yoda in the last couple minutes of the first episode, spoiler alert.
Well,
I don't think that's how spoiler alerts work.
I liked all the robot stuff,
but yeah,
I like all the androids.
Yep,
pretty cool.
Yeah, the android's good. He's not coming back, which I'm bummed. I thought he would somehow.
Nick Nolte.
Yep, Nick Nolte.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's a good show.
Totally.
It's definitely worth watching. I don't know. As far we talked about the Disney thing, it's
it still has
it all out. I don't even know how much it cost, honestly. It's $7-8. I don't know.
I think it's 12.
If it's even that much, that's too much because there's not enough content on that
on the platform yet. I mean, there's more. There's a lot coming, and I think in the years to come, it would be worth it because you're going to be getting a lot of like new original series that are going to be coming, and I think you're basically with the Disney thing. You're getting 4 channels. At least I think it was like National Geographic.
They're not nothing.
Well, they'll just keep adding to them. I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see where it goes.
Well, and the other thing is like it seems like it's not worth it. But the flip side is that as long as they're going to be offering that on their platform, it's not going to be available on other platforms. So if you do want to see those movies and things like that, that's where it's. That's just going to be.
It is a good show.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah,
they're only half an hour long.
Yeah, Mandalorian's great. It's a good show.
So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and like I said, I'm still even kind of split. I mean, it definitely has lots of like little Easter eggs in terms of like callbacks to previous movies and stuff like that. But even though they do they're killing off characters, it still is a little clean. And I don't know if that's just.
But they never killed people. The only people that ever died
in the sense
in the
of the filming like you look at it and it's like it's just. There's something that's still like you're looking at it through a filter.
It seems like a TV movie.
Yeah, it seems like a TV movie. It's not,
but it's just a little cooler content.
So, and I don't know if that, maybe that just comes down to production value. I like it though, and the story seems good. It has a very much lone wolf and cub. If you're not familiar with that, that's like this classic graphic novel series that has a samurai that gets stuck with a baby and they're being chased.
Well, they brought that out in the first episode.
Yeah,
which,
this Mandalorian that's just getting kind of like tagged up.
You
with
say maybe 8 episodes?
I think it's 8. Yeah, whatever it is. The last episode is the last week of December. 9 episodes.
They're like a half an hour long, so it's a tease. It's like when you're watching it, you get into it like, oh shit, it's over, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like it's.
I've given up. I don't want episodic TV anymore. I mean, now that once you're given like the opportunity to watch the entire season within a few days, you cannot like feed me once a week. It is just like, it is too painful.
We definitely are spoiled with watching.
Yeah.
All we do is like binge watch TV.
So I have a hard time with that. Like even right now with the new Watchmen series, the final season.
I haven't even started that yet.
You haven't started yet. I've been eking that one out because I want to see it. So I'm watching every week.
Waiting. And how about you? Did you watch that? Watchmen?
Yeah. You like it?
I'm waiting.
It feels like it's a constant buildup.
Constant buildup.
It's I want to see where it goes. It's not that it's bad.
I'm waiting.
It just doesn't have like something that's like super driving yet. But I want to see where it goes. So I like that. Silicon Valley's final season's out.
We haven't started that yet either.
Yeah, that.
We're definitely waiting. I need to binge watch that.
There's 4 episodes of that out. So at least that's 2 hours of it. So that would be
binge it all at once.
Yeah, I don't know if I can wait Philly in this season, but maybe.
But he'll watch it. He'll watch it twice.
I don't mind rewatching it. Yeah, because
you rewatch everything. Like I'll walk in the shop, like I just watched it. I'll watch it again.
Yeah. I don't mind throwing it on. Yeah, it's like it's like music. You listen to a song twice, you watch it again.
So what anything else this week? Nothing really super exciting.
We're
sneaking up on Thanksgiving.
You don't watch The Good Place, so you don't know about that.
Yeah.
And it's a good show.
Well, we're sneaking up on Thanksgiving. We have that coming up. We still have this giveaway.
We've got the giveaway that we're doing this week. The package deal.
Melt
bunch of 2019
melt stuff that you might
koozie
want.
stickers, limited edition signed
So,
poster.
you have to be
in
following
your
us.
size, not just anybody's size. Your size.
You got to be following us on YouTube and following us on Instagram.
Instagram, yes.
And that's the only 2 things to be entered into it. You're gonna have a good chance of winning a $100 package.
Yep.
So.
You want to see a $100 package? I'm just
Stand up.
That's how we got kicked off YouTube, busting out the $100 package.
So, last week we talked about my tool. What's your tool?
Well, we were just, we're trying to keep up with this tool of the moment idea. So, I kind of reached back into history this week to grab a tool that was one of those tools that when I got it, it was a game changer. And so, boom, breaking it out. And it is.
Oh, shit. I don't even know what this is.
Boom.
Oh, Jesus. The Handy Andies.
The Handy Andies. And so the first thing about the Handy, I just got to say, before we called I don't even know if most people call them the Handy Andies. I don't think like anybody that started blowing glass. My guess is that anybody started blowing glass in the past 4 years definitely are not calling these Handy Andies. And then if you go back 8 years, that's the Handy Andy period. But prior to that, these would have been called Peter's Tweezers, which I think is a fucking obvious. Exactly.
You know what, Peter? I'm actually forever changing it back to Peter's Tweezers because that's so much cooler than Handy Andy.
That's a fucking awesome name. Well, because originally, but basically what somebody did is they took a pair of tweezers and they just gave them a 90-degree angle. But these probably some guy named Peter.
They would add the tungsten to them then?
Well, yeah. And so that's the evolution of the Handy Andies, is that soft glass blowers had taken tweezers, gave them a 90-degree angle, so they had these like piercing tweezers that could go through their glass.
This game, this tool...
doesn't really work for Boro, so Andy of the Handy Andy came in and put on tungsten attachments.
So he made it the Handy Andy, but Peter's Tweezers
was the original OG. Yeah,
no.
So that's like
this is some good knowledge here then.
That's good glass history knowledge, for sure.
mean, Peter's Tweezers is definitely cooler, but when you put the tungsten on, you couldn't actually... like grind into the glass.
Yeah,
and see how I'm working this shit? And I'm saying you're grinding in, because that's when I'm making a piece. I grind that shit in there and I make that little hole in there.
Yeah.
So,
and the Peter's Tweezers couldn't handle the heat. That was the thing. They were a soft glass tool, but bringing these to Boro, you wanted to add the tungsten. And then actually, I think they're often overlooked because most people think of these for piercing your glass to make a loop or a bail on your pendants. But these little sculptural tools on the end, I use all the time. One side is a little tungsten mount that is rounded, and the other one's kind of pointed. It makes for a great raking tool. In fact, I mean, there's even tungsten tools out there that have tungsten picks that have been bent just for that kind of 90-degree tool.
You know, I didn't use this tool a lot. Until a couple years ago, and then once I really started realizing the potential of it, especially for making bales for like cheap pendants, Christmas ornaments. I mean, it's just oh my shit! I can make them so fast. And I mean, I just went through a little batch of Christmas ornaments, and I mean, I can put a bale. I just put a big glob of glass, squeeze it, twist it a couple times, and it just pops a hole in it. And then I can take that with a reamer and open it up, and
they're a great tool.
Perfect thing in a second.
The center tungstens are actually like kind of offset. I'm using my hands right now for you guys that are watching this or listening to the show, but they're kind of offset flatheads, and it helps grind into the glass. And as a point to show the evolution,
a Phillips screwdriver on this end, and then just a point on this end. So when you stick it in and it squeezes it together,
it Phillips?
Yeah. Well, it's straight.
Allen.
It's like a straight.
That's an Allen.
This one isn't.
It's flat. I thought flatheads were Allens and Phillips were the cross.
Well, they're kind of like offset.
Hey, a Phillips is a T on your fucking...
They're both straight, basically.
That's not a Phillips screwdriver, though. Anyway,
it's a straight screwdriver.
I don't want to determine, but that's not a Phillips screwdriver. You're the construction guy.
I said it wasn't a Phillips. I said it's like a straight. It's like a straight.
Oh, so you meant
tip.
Okay.
You got another one?
Well, I did, just as an example.
He brought backups.
I brought the new version. So that, like, if you're old school, this is what you have. Not if you're many of you new guys, you probably don't have this one in toolbox. So this is the next evolution, is that actually, if you order one right now, they've changed these. If you've used one for years, eventually these bits will wear out. And so what they came up with are these small little vice grips that have been welded onto the end of a pair of tweezers. So now you can replace your tips.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, they have a little Allen head there. So when you buy
you're holding out on me?
No, these are new.
Well, what the fuck?
Well, they're pretty new.
I didn't know about
They're just like 5-6 months.
And
well,
you know what?
Been longer than that,
I have this pair.
They last forever. Don't get me wrong.
Both of my outside tips are gone.
They're gone. Oh, they
all
broken.
I have is the inside.
Oh, well, you're lucky. My insides have always broken off.
There's these.
Yeah. Well, that's what's great is that these replaceable tips. This is a little Allen head right here. You can swap your tips
I'm learning
out.
about this right now on the show.
Yeah.
So.
And you can see I've actually used this one for the past. Actually, they've been around for a couple of years.
Oh, so you knew about it for a couple of years.
I didn't realize you didn't know. I do feel guilty.
You should feel guilty.
But ABR has these, and I think they're about a $60 tool, maybe
Thanks,
80.
ABR.
Ooh, they might be 80. Yeah. So anyway, well, back in when I started buying these, they were 50, and nowadays you're paying 80. But with the replaceable tips and with the little vice grips, it's worth it. And anyway. Fucking and great tool for so many uses. I mean,
shout out to the Handy Andy and the
Peter Tweezers. And yeah. So yeah,
I'm gonna switch back to the Peter Tweezers.
That is like I said, the tool of the moment. This was like one of those tools. If you've made pendants for years before you had one of these, and you were folding over your loops or cutting loop, but however you're making your loops, as soon as you get a tool that just pierces the glass, I mean, it's a definite shortcut. There's some skill in learning how to use it. I'm not gonna.
It took me a little while to figure it out.
Yeah,
but once I got definitely for cheap pendants, like making quick little
just
bails,
a very, very quick
and
loop and bail if you need to make a whole Christmas ornaments. Yeah, great for Christmas. Yeah. Oh no, these are great for Christmas ornaments.
And they do make the best loop. It's just so fast.
Yeah.
Little reamer on the end.
It's a great tool. And again, Handy Andy is a quick shout out just to Galactic Glass. I'm actually kind of blanking on Andy's last name right now. I was good friends with Andy. He's out a glassblower that started in Tucson and is now a resident of Eugene. And an incredible reputation for just having incredible weed.
I have
to say that. Yeah, totally.
Hey,
usually when people talk about Andy, they talk about his perfume.
I brought my little container here. Yeah. I'm officially Pennsylvania
medical user.
So
I couldn't use that if I wanted to.
Yeah, he's not allowed to touch this. This is my medicine, and I need this to stay healthy. So just so you know, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet.
Yeah. But so we gave the shout out for that.
We got
our mailbag. What do we have for that?
Mailbag's just again, I don't know if we've had anything come in recently, but we just want to keep reaching out to you guys to send us your questions, hit us up with conversation points, something you want to be want touched on. If there's a tool or a piece of glass equipment that you want to see used or talked about, let us know. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We'll look it out and try to look it out. Doesn't even make sense
for sure.
But pretty much, we're just gonna. We'll search it out and try to.
What time is it?
Yeah.
It's 9:30. Hey.
Yeah, it's 9:30.
We've been watching football since like 1.
Drinking beer.
Yeah.
Watching Kevin smoke medicated weed.
Yeah,
I just
he's
stand
just
over
watching.
here. I'm just watching like, So, but yeah. But
so what this episode is going to be about?
Yeah, well, yeah. So what
we
this
have an
episode-
agenda. We had an agenda.
We do have
So
an agenda.
today we did this, and this is been going on for a while. You knew about this. I knew about it a little bit, but I mean, this is your baby.
Yep, totally.
And-
in fact, actually, kind of one of the things I was thinking is that if you had. Maybe this would be an opportunity. You ask me some questions about the movie.
Well, it's going to be good
Yeah,
because
so,
what we got going is
Yeah.
so I honestly, we're talking Sunday. I don't know what the date is, but it's a Sunday. We literally just watched this movie. I haven't seen it prior, and so we're going to talk about Pipetown.
Yeah, Pipetown. Pipetown, USA is a movie that just premiered in Eugene, Oregon last week. On Wednesday, there was a gathering and people came out to see the movie, and now there's going to be some some episodes or showings coming up around the country.
Where are you going to show it? I mean, starting off, do you guys have a thing for that? Or are you just going to put some DVDs out?
They'll be they're going to be running it at Las Vegas this year. They're going to set up a spot where it's just kind of running the full time on a loop, and you can walk up and put headphones on and watch the movie while you're there. Nice. So that's kind of cool. There's some head shops that are going to be giving showings of it around the country. I don't actually have all the names yet, but as they come up, I'll post them on the site and things like that. And of course, I mean, I don't want to jump too far ahead of our conversation, but we are trying to get it out there onto some of the streaming platforms and things like that. We think we have a good story and something that people are going to be interested in seeing. In fact, I don't even have to think about that. I know people are going to be interested in seeing this. That's the thing.
Well,
it tells a story that
if you're watching our show,
Yeah.
and you're basically in the glass blowing, and you're talking about pipes or anything in general with the glass blowing industry, it's relevant to what we're doing in our industry.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's a bit of the history of what we.
Well, when it's the history of like
where we all
everything
come from.
about us, it's like this takes place in Oregon.
Yep, totally. And that's like, Pipetown is, I mean, essentially that's the premise of the movie, that Pipetown is Eugene, Oregon. And the movie it's just a little bit over an hour, but it's kind of covers interviews and some scenes of some of the glass blowing events that happened in Eugene. And it kind of, talks about Eugene as its
right
place
off the
in
bat,
the history of glass.
It's what started off, and it started off with talking to people, and it goes through a wide range of glass blowers. So it went from people that were blowing glass for 25 years to people that were blowing glass for like 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
And
but
I like that.
But people that had this connection to the town, and like how that, and talking about Eugene as this destination point of glass blowing, like this mecca.
So where did this movie originate from?
Well, it just came out. It came from conversations between me and my brother Eli Mazzei, of course, who we had our Mazzei Studios for years. But it basically came out of conversations between me and Eli, and then with Joaquin from Blazing Heart Studios. And this kind of idea, originally we were talking about doing a full biopic on Bob Snodgrass, but it kind of ended up evolving into this idea of like, well, why don't we talk about the town and like how this was a destination point for glassblowers when it all started to happen, when people started to recognize glass as an art and they wanted to learn about it. And,
I mean, it goes back a long. I mean, it literally goes back early, like 90s.
Yeah.
Well, it actually goes back before, because it goes back to Bob's early age.
Yeah.
But then it jumps ahead to like Jerome Baker, and then it just hits every facet of every time that you can hit in glass blowing, and then it kind of goes to where we are in the future.
Yeah.
And it kind of starts at one point, ends at another, and it breaks down the entire history of glass blowing. For the most part,
like what the current scene, it definitely breaks it down. It talks about, it just keeps hitting back to Eugene and how it was this place where people wanted to go, and that's people would be whether it's Julie Riggs in Virginia or Suzanne Tipton, who just happens to see a glassblowing demonstration at the Rainbow Gathering, and people keep saying, oh, well, I learned this in Eugene. This is the place. This is where you want to go if you want to learn this. And then again, of course, the movie definitely pays a lot of tribute to Bob Snodgrass, and you can't deny his contribution to like what we're all doing.
It definitely delves into his life and his his whole lifestyle and how he lives. What did you get out of that movie? I mean,
for me, being a person that was, that has so much, love and for the town of Eugene, and a person that I can sit, even though it's not where I was born, I consider
your
it
brother
my
says
hometown.
that in the movie.
Oh yeah, he makes a point. Yeah,
well, I actually liked your one line where you said about well, I could have been a Wyoming redneck.
Yeah.
I could be a Eugene.
Could have been an Oregon redneck. Yeah,
so
we are totally. Yeah. No, and that's one of those things. Like, people always think of Oregon, like in the cannabis culture, everybody thinks like, oh, Oregon, I'm gonna go to Oregon. It's so they're just thinking it's like liberal and hippies. But if you're from Oregon, you understand that there are just these little centers of that like-mindedness. And if you're outside of Eugene or Portland, it's as red as anywhere else in the country. I mean, it's a little bit more. I mean, I know that there's more of it. There's more liberal thinking out there than that, but for the most part, Oregon, you can be from Oregon and just as easily be as big a redneck as you are from anywhere else in the country. You just have Oregon flavor.
You had a ton of people from all over. It seemed like the video itself had, just such a wide. And what I liked about it the most, I think, was it didn't feature like every like super duper star. It kind of picked out people that were like Oregon people. Yeah. And it wasn't just like
that had that connection.
A lot of people weren't just Oregon. They moved to Oregon or they got to Oregon, and there was just it's a huge variety of people. Yeah. And it was just the variety was nuts. I mean, it was just different. It wasn't just like your everyday. We just know everybody in the glass community, so it's like certain names pop out. And you guys kind of focused on names.
Yeah, we really did try to connect with the people that, first of all, we wanted to have like a foundation of Eugene artists. It's like, well, let's go talk to these people. These are when you're talking to Deline Peralta or we're talking to Ham, you're talking to these guys that are established artists but have chosen to make Eugene their home, and that's where they came up. But then we also tried to get like some of those people that had just arrived to Eugene, and
it goes back in Oregon is, Eugene, and I'm speaking by no experience because, like I said, I went out there the first time this year for the DFO. I lived in Humboldt, but I never have been to Oregon, and you had me come out to the DFO this year, and it's a different world. It's not like any place else. And I even say that being in Humboldt, I thought that was different compared to what it was up there. It's a weird area. And I never made it to Eugene even. Yeah. So I can't even, all I have is questions because I don't have any experience because I've never been to Eugene, Oregon. I was like 2 hours away. Yeah. And you live there, and I can't imagine being in a town where you have Marcel and Bob Snodgrass and Ham and all these different crazy famous glass blowers living in one town, and you could just drive house to house and find them.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even just that you have all those, again, like we were saying, though, it's like a lot of times, stories nowadays are going to be focused on the rock stars of our industry. But if you go back 15, 20 years ago in Eugene, you would just, everybody in town was connected to this glass scene, but nobody in the country was. Like, you would walk around town and the first person that I met that really blew glass, and this didn't even come up in the movie, was an apprentice of Bob's, but it wasn't I met him. I was just a guy I was going to school with, and his buddy was taking a class from Bob, and it was. Then you would meet somebody at the bar. Just like your daily life, you're living your life, and it was happening in that town.
In Arcata,
so it didn't seem unusual if you were already immersed in the town.
In Arcata, back in the day when I started blowing glass, the other big area was Oregon. That was where everybody else was. So if you weren't in Arcata, Humboldt County, that was when I started. That was everybody I knew there, but everybody was even traveling back and forth from like Arcata to Oregon, back and forth, and it's like there wasn't as many people. It was such a small community.
I actually just have. This is probably a ridiculous analogy, but I'm gonna still throw it out there. For me, when I was hearing about glass, I mean, like you're in Oregon, you're in Eugene, you were immersed in a pot culture. That was the town. Even when I was there, it's still a pot culture, and the glass culture was growing up around that. In fact, even though it didn't come in the film, if you talk to Bob, one of the reasons he'll tell you he moved to Eugene was the good weed. Back to this analogy is like, as silly as it sounds, like I'll take one too there, Red. As silly as it sounds, like you think about, like, take for example, like our country, America, like people around the world, they want to come to America because it's this land of opportunity.
Why do you think I moved from fucking Pennsylvania to Humboldt County?
You moved to Pennsylvania to California.
I didn't know anybody. I had no clue what was going on in the world.
But again, like all I want to say is that this was actually all I'm saying is that I don't think I realized where I was, because coming up in Eugene, you just grew. I mean, everybody in middle school smoked weed. Everybody. I mean, like, if you didn't smoke weed in elementary school, people were like, "Oh, so when did you only start smoking weed in 7th grade?" So it's what I'm saying is, like, there was a perspective that I didn't even realize what was around us. I would have, as a young person, I would have just thought the whole country was that way. No. But we were in this epicenter.
We moved from Pennsylvania
so close to it,
California,
I didn't even know.
And we just thought, everybody said Humboldt County. We moved to Humboldt County. I don't want to whim. I had no clue. I was fucking 19, 20 years old. I had zero clue what I was going to do with my life. I just said, hey, I'm going to move out with my friends and go to Humboldt County. Yeah. And we got out there and it was just like, it's a weird fucking place. A bunch of weirdos. It was fucking crazy.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was so different than what I ever expected it to be. But where would I be now if I wouldn't have did that?
If you hadn't gone out there and made that experience. Oh no, that's a game changer. And that was that whole area. And again, like you got to attribute a lot of it to Bob, but you have to attribute
in the movie,
it to that cannabis culture.
Getting back to the movie,
for sure.
You guys, you talk about different ways and how people got into it. And like what I liked about the show or the movie itself was, the people's stories have been like 90% of the people in the movie, they stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
They showed up at a place and asked a question and be like, oh, you want to do this? You want to do that? Like, oh, okay, you can do this. And like, they fought for it.
Yeah.
Even Jerome Baker. He was one of the big ones. He was like, hey, I went on a fishing boat and saved up $5,000 and bought some equipment.
Yeah.
It was just like, you had to fight for it.
You had to want it. And that's the thing. Like those guys, like when you hear exactly Jerome's story, or Susan's story where she just meets a guy at the rainbow thing, and what's her first response?
Gotta go to Oregon.
I guess I'm moving to Eugene. Or you talk to those people.
You don't see that. You won't find that now.
Now it's like so prevalent, and that's the thing. Like that's why
you don't
this
have
movie.
To. Well, you don't have to learn from somebody. You can literally go online, Torch Talk. Hey, shout out. We saw Mike Mason on the movie.
Yeah, Mike Mason. In fact. I wish I had his quote right now. Yeah.
What was it?
It was something about being dank. I don't remember.
Well, like I said, he just showed up at the end, a couple
pictures in the movie. Yep.
But
that's the reason why it's so prevalent. Is people like Mike
pushing
put it
out
there. Yeah.
And we have so much stuff to look at, so much stuff to see. And then you're talking about people that's been doing it for 20 plus years. 20 years ago, you couldn't walk up to somebody at a show. You
could ask.
If you would even mention the fact that you blew glass to another glass blower, he would not.
He might close. Yeah, he might just close down up on you. Just shut down.
Nope, don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
He thought you were going to steal his business.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I went through that and multiple times.
Yep, totally.
And it's beyond me that like how much it's changed.
Oh, it has. Yeah.
Within 5 or 6 years after that, like after 2005, things really started going. You know, it was different. It was different.
There was definitely, it was just kind of sweeping. It just became more part of the entire country's, like everybody was getting into it. There was an openness and sharing that started to happen, but definitely it was pretty closed down in the beginning.
So as far as the movie goes, I mean, how was the movie? I know you were there for a huge part of it. So How, was it easy filming?
Oh yeah, it was great. We just, as we filmed it this summer, it was right around when the DFO was happening, so we picked up a couple extra interviews around the DFO and some footage.
That was this year, right?
That was this year, yep. But no, but most of the filming happened over the summer, and again, we tried to focus on artists that were in Eugene and their experience in terms of in relation to Eugene. That's what we were talking to people and asking them about.
Yeah.
And again, it was just about to tell the story of this place, and it's again, I think if we go back, I probably said epicenter a few times, but again, that's the reality, is that Eugene was this place where it was happening. And even as we started to venture out to sell our glass, because that point was made in the movie, is like Eugene, when you have so many glass blowers, a small town like that, it becomes hard to sell glass in that town. So as you started
that was one of the points
travel, yeah, it was. It was like
I can't imagine going there now.
Oh, yeah,
because I've been to Portland and I went to the DFO and just seen the amount of glass blowers in that town.
Oh, dude.
Just trying to sell and make money in Oregon, even.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where the fuck do you go to try to sell glass?
Selling glass, yeah.
There's no place. There's no place.
No, it's saturated. And then, of course, there every shop there is under the pressure to have affordable glass, but also have original glass.
Well, I saw that Ham. I mean, Ham's a famous Eugene. Like, he goes to all the trade shows. Ham has a huge following.
Yep.
And he's like, I have no glass in Oregon.
Yep.
He's like,
doesn't have anything.
No local businesses in town that sell my glass.
That have his
They probably
glass.
can't afford his glass because the pressure is so hard because his glass is nice.
And Eugene is, it's deceptive. I mean, even though it is a town that obviously has the cannabis culture, the reality is it's a college town. Even though it is the second largest city in Oregon in relative terms of city size, it's nothing.
What's first, Portland?
Portland's first, yeah, because it's over 1 million. Or Eugene, I mean, it's lucky if it tops out at 200 and some thousand.
Really?
With college in session. I mean, it's not a big town. And so you just cannot support. I mean, you can have some collector kids and maybe some people that love glass that can support it, but town can't support all the glass blowers that live there. That's for sure.
Is that why you left?
No, that's not why I left. But it is, it's a tough town. But I mean, as far as that town goes, though, we're like we're household name. That's like kitchen name or dinner name. Household name.
Going back to the movie.
Eugene.
So, I mean, your brother, you and your brother put this movie together, kind of thing.
Yep, us and working with LaFrancis and Blazing.
Yeah. So, how long did it take you to put this movie out?
Well, some of the footage spans over the past 2-3 years, because we've been working with Blazing Heart Productions, who put the movie on. Those guys, Joaquin Herrera did a great job with all the editing and the directing of the movie, and then basically also all the narration. So there's a lot of footage over working with him the past few years, but really the bulk of it was done this summer, with the concept really starting last year. And like I said, last year we had this idea that we wanted to do a full Bob Snodgrass biopic, and it just didn't work out that way, but we're just lucky that it transformed into the story we ended up telling.
He's the producer, director. Yep. Is he a glassblower?
Joaquin, he's taken some glassblowing classes from my brother, and he's worked with Winship Glass in Eugene, has done a lot of glass photography. But for the most part, I wouldn't say he's a glassblower, but I wouldn't deny him that either.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is he's a film director. I'm a glassblower. I take pictures. I'm not a film director, so.
Well, all in all, like I said, we watched it today. It was good. Like I said, there's parts of it. Like I said, it's definitely. I mean, this is my critique of it.
Yeah.
It's more like a documentary style
Absolutely.
movie.
Yeah.
Actually, all around, like I said, it's very entertaining.
Yeah, honestly, I've seen it. I've watched it 3 times now. The movie only released last week. We've had the screener disc for a while, and I'm super critical of movies and things like that.
We watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, we watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of documentaries, and I don't just give anything a pass, but I will say, just for the most part, it's actually very
easy
entertaining, easy to watch, enjoyable.
it breaks down the history.
It definitely breaks down some core
Oregon.
points.
It breaks down Oregon history.
It breaks down Oregon. How it classifies Eugene as like its place in the history of lamp working, and then touches on Bob. I feel like it's important and it's relevant, and no one has taken this on yet. I think people will do it again. I mean, just like most things, I think there'll just be more and more films and stories that come out about the
I'm
class
actually
movement.
shocked that there's not like more glass blowing reality shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I'm in awe. I can't believe nobody's picked it up.
You would think just with the crossover between cannabis and glass
we
blowing.
we still have an episode coming where we're gonna have to review the whole Netflix thing. But
I imagine next
I can't
episode we'll try to do
believe that
that.
I just can't. We could pick 10 people, pick 10 glass blowers and follow them around. It's like real world for fucking real people that actually probably do more real shit and probably do more crazy stuff than a bunch of freaking trendy bastards in a hotel room or whatever.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's gonna come.
Yeah.
We just need to find somebody that doesn't want to make any money.
Yeah. Oh no. But then again, when we do that, I want the real story. I don't want that glamour bullshit. Because that is one of the things I like. People in this movie talked about the struggle.
We will get into the Netflix show, and we'll find out what that is. I kind of feel like they kind of glammed it out.
I want to see it. I mean, its focus, of course, is soft glass.
We've been waiting. We're gonna do it.
What is the title of that again? Blown Away.
Blown Away.
So
next
episode,
I just feel this is a prediction that they're just gonna glam it out.
Yeah,
we haven't watched it yet. So
and we're critical motherfuckers.
Maybe for the November thing.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta just do it. We'll knock it out in the evening.
Maybe for the next episode. Maybe for the Thanksgiving episode. We'll review that.
Well, we'll talk about Blown Away and get on that. So
what else about your movie? Anything else we want to talk about?
Well, I guess we'll throw some stuff up of where it's available. Basically, pipetownusa.com. You can buy a DVD edition of the movie. We got T-shirts. You can also get a digital download. So for $15, you can get a digital download of the film.
Do I get do I get a T-shirt for this?
Well, you get a free T-shirt.
Yeah, for doing this. Okay.
Yep, absolutely. Free T-shirt for Kevin.
Does Red get one?
Yep, Red gets a T-shirt
Red,
too.
You should get a T-shirt. Yeah, see,
there you go.
We got 2 free T-shirts, people.
Yep.
Maybe they'll have one for a giveaway.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a Pipetown T-shirt giveaway. But yeah, Pipetown USA. Just go to the site.
I'm putting them on the spot here.
Yeah, I'm not making any money from it, so. But Pipetown USA, check it out.com. You can get a copy of it, and there will be showings coming up. We'll put them on the YouTube page and the Instagram page. So, yeah.
All right. How are you doing, Darren? You good?
All right.
All right. So hey, we got something else we're gonna do. We talked about the show.
Finish.
We got all that info out for the Pipetown show, and so now what we're gonna do is we talked about this in another episode, and we said basically that we try to do a wing eat thing. Where we just like what's it called?
Hot ones.
Hot ones on Facebook or what is it on YouTube? Sorry.
YouTube.
So we're gonna do a couple of these hot sauces, and we're just gonna do this quick because it needs to be quick, and we're gonna start hot. We're gonna go straight to the bomb. This is the one that pisses everybody off.
Yeah, if you ever watched the show, you know this is the one that just makes everybody
honestly,
miserable.
I mean, here's the one that
I don't know why
it does freak people out. We've eaten it, and it is terrible. I think it just tastes bad. I don't know what it is about this sauce.
God damn it.
What is it about it?
No, god damn it. I just realized I have to pee, but I don't want to touch these fucking chicken wings before I pee.
Do you want to go pee quick?
I'm not going to take a chance of peeing. You can't pee on the show. That's our fucking
we got Darren
rule,
making some fresh wings for us. And then we're going to jump straight. So we looked this up. The bomb, it fluctuates. I mean, I don't even know what the fucking
119th. You can say it's safely
140. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, it's stupid hot. But it's not, and it tastes like shit though. Everybody, if you watch the Hot One show,
well, we're gonna go from
everybody gets the wing 8,
and we're gonna do the Blair's
the
Ultra Death Sauce, which is 1.1 million or something like that. So we're gonna do 2 wings each. The wings have been fried and tossed in a basic hot sauce, which is just basically Frank's Red Hot with butter. So it's just a basic sauce. We're gonna take turns. He's going to do the dab on my wing. And
I guess. We're dabbing.
And I guess you guys are going to see us separate. How you doing, Darren? You got those wings ready? Bring him out.
You guys
here
are
we
really
go.
doing dabs? You're not coating it in the sauce?
Well, I'm just gonna let him do his.
This is not my idea. This is Kevin's idea, by the way.
Yeah, this is last minute. Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Kevin's
and
like,
we also
let's
have
just
our
do this.
guy in the back here. We're gonna make his too.
He can dab his own.
Yeah. So
You can dab your own, Jeremy.
So,
you don't have to play card in the street.
right off the bat, you're gonna separate the wings, and so I'm gonna. Which one do you want to do first? Let's do the. Which one do you want to do?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess. Jesus.
What
the fuck? This is like what I'm
sorry,
talking
dude, I
about.
didn't
That's
want that.
yours.
No. You do mine.
What do you mean? Okay, let's just do. I'll do yours. There you go.
No. We do each other. We already said we do each other. We do each other.
This is stupid.
Yeah, you can dump it on mine if you want.
Okay.
Rub his on
But don't
yours.
like go crazy with it because the next one. Okay. And let's just give a little tiny dab. No, just a dab.
I don't even
Just
know
a
why we're
dab.
fucking doing this. Is stupid shit.
Yeah, it's just.
I
stupid.
literally
look,
said-
Look, that's exactly what you wanted right
That's
there.
what I was like. I'll put my own on mine.
So we can jerp it off here. Jesus Christ.
Like, dude, fucking.
This is part of the show. People want to see this. This is what they want to see. I mean, just as long as you're covered, all you got to do is
Dude,
eat a
I'm
big
covered.
bite.
You're not even covered.
Dude, I am covered.
Yeah, you're not covered.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Oh God. Oh God. Oh. Right off the bat. Hey Darren, we need napkins. Oh God.
Yep. This is where it gets terrible.
No, not good.
Oh. There's too much water in these wings. I'm joking. That was a joke.
No, is it?
Oh man, that sucks. That's like someone kicks you.
God, dude, it was so much.
Oh, my teeth are hurting again.
All right. So this sucks. Terrible. I'm not gonna deny. That was kind of stupid. That's so hot. Why the fuck did we do this? This was your fault.
I didn't want to do this.
So, how do you feel about that? Suck it up.
It sucks.
Answer a question. What do you feel? That's actually a lot of the bomb. Wow. This shit ain't no joke. We told this story, I think, last week about Stellar touching his dick. Dude, it's taking my breath away. Wow. How you feeling?
Fucking head sucks.
It does suck.
My mouth is burning.
Well,
I want to ask you
talk
a
a little
question.
bit. That's part of it.
you-
Hey, I'll give you Red. Red ate his hot. Whew.
Can your wife keep a secret?
No, she can't. My wife spilled the beans last night. Oh, fucking secret.
Oh, I have a stomachache already.
No, you don't.
We're right here.
Holy fuck. This is insane. So. All right, ask me a question, anything. I'll answer.
Tell us about what can you tell us about your cabin on the last night of the Melt Cabin workshop?
What are you talking about?
Why did you need a shop vac in your cabin on the last night of Melt?
Okay. Oh, God. I need a shot vac because I fucking passed out eating fucking cookies and candy bars. And I fucking spilled a bunch of candy bars and cookies all over the floor. And also, seriously, I passed out. Apparently, I was talking to my wife when I passed out. And I was holding a full beer in my hand. But I was sitting in front of a heater because it was like 30 degrees. Whew, it's so fucking
Fuck this shit.
And I flipping.
That's more than the bitches on
woke
TV
up
have.
at like 5 in the morning and I spilled a beer all over myself. And I had cookies and crackers all over me.
It's like a mouse.
I don't know what happened, but anyway, it's
trap on
fucking
my
bad.
tongue.
I'm fucking slobbering.
There's a
It's not
mouse
good.
trap on my tongue.
There's a hotter one.
All right. Tell me about the fucking first night of Melt. What you do in your cabin?
First night of Melt.
All right, let's fucking move on because this shit's hot. All right, that was fucking retarded. This is the bomb, and they can all suck nut. We're just trying to keep this thing relevant.
Reveling.
And we're not even wasting no fucking time filtering this shit. I honestly don't think this is as bad as what that is.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna go easier on you.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm just scared. Okay, so
I'll go easier.
that's easier, right?
Oh my god, that's fucking stupid shit.
God damn it, my eyes are watered. The ball. What the fuck? That's enough.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, I'm gonna do red.
No,
I'm gonna do
that's
red.
not
I'm gonna do-
any
okay, I'm
different.
gonna do
It's
red.
not any different.
I'm gonna do red.
Fucking, that was not any different.
Okay, I did red.
Oh, bullshit. That first one
I
sucked.
don't believe him. Don't believe him, people. This is terrible.
He still got less than
Okay,
me.
we got beers. I got a beer.
Oh, fucking hey, I'm fucking.
Holy fuck. All right. So, how was Oregon this last time out?
So fucking good.
I know,
It was-
I loved Oregon. It was fucking awesome. I wish I could have spent more than like 4 days there.
But dude, I mean, yeah, really, we need to take a week. We gotta go to the coast though. If you come to Oregon, we're going to the coast. Seriously,
hot.
dude.
Stellar. This is for your fucking pecker. Holy fuck.
Beer.
You need a beer?
No, fucking keep fuck off
Where's,
with that shit.
he needs. You got? Oh, you need a beer? He needs a beer. Holy shit! All right, guys.
Oh my god, I got pee so bad.
All right, we're eating this last one. God damn it! I hate you guys.
I hate this.
No, I just actually don't
This
hate
is
you
Kevin's
guys. I hate
dumb
these
idea.
guys.
I hate that Kevin for
This
this
was
dumb
last
idea.
minute.
He was
And
like, "Oh,
we talked about
Here-
this. We tried to do this at Melt. We tried to have a wing contest. It's so hot. Whew. It didn't work out, so we're doing it now. It's not good.
Oh, those burps are fire. They make your
Yeah.
whole.
So we're fucking doing this shit.
When you
I'm doing it, dude. Fucking let's do it.
stupid.
So I go eat the hot part.
I will after you. I would totally dive it. All right.
Oh god. Oh. There's a Santa Claus now come. Oh god. This is not good. That was a 1 million Scovilles. It's not hot. It's hot. It's hot. All right. We're just embracing it right now.
I'm like trying to pretend I'm eating
Look.
for the chicken.
I'm eating that.
I wish.
All right.
Yeah, we already went through this.
We did. But
That motherfucker does this every
this
week.
is 100. Oh my god, my ears are burning. Oh my god, my ears are totally burning. Okay.
Man, I get
So
peeing with my left hand after this.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you
Don't
that.
touch your dick.
Oh,
Okay, we
fucking
talked about
stink
this. I
bug.
think in another one where Stellar touched his dick, and I'm fucking. It's so hot. I wish.
Here's
we
your last one.
We
right
already
over
have
here.
milk. We don't have milk. So
Oh, Red's
we're
out,
done.
yeah.
There's no ranch, no milk. It's just.
Oh,
Oh,
just
my god,
ultra.
my ears are burning.
Just ultra.
This
Yeah.
is just for
Oh,
fucking
that's
people
just
that are
like
hanging
sugar
on
water. It's-
pure enjoyment. If you got time, check out our website, breakingglass.show. Instagram, Breaking Glass, / glass, / podcast. And Facebook, Breaking Glass
Oh my god.
Show. And I gotta tell you guys,
This is dumb.
this is so stupid. My fucking elbow or my fucking whatever this part is in my fucking arm is burning because it touched the hot sauce. It's hot, and my face is hot. And now he has to go pee. I hope he touches his dick because
I'm not
I
gonna.
want to see him burn himself.
I'm not gonna touch her dick. I'm going.
What do you got to say goodbye?
I'm gonna free dick it. Just fucking pull back the jeans.
Hey, that's
and
where we're
free
at,
dick
people.
it. Yeah,
Free dick
and
it.
like try to exert a lot of pressure so I don't pee on myself because I want clearance.
1 week down.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Cheers. And
We got some cool stuff coming up, you guys.
Yeah,
we're not
hopefully.
gonna tell you though.
not like this.
It's not like Shelly was here; she would tell you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.